District 76. Some of you may be in my district, and I hope I can convince you to vote for me after I speak. I'm born and raised here in Lee County, Florida. I grew up in an economically depressed area of Lee County. I have 5 brothers and sisters. Growing up poor, I really learned the value of a dollar quick. We didn't have much to go around. I grew up standing in food stamp lines, and so quickly I learned the value of working and how to earn a paycheck. I had a grandfather that really helped me in life. He was a commissioner at Tice Fire Department, helped start it, and I was very lucky to have that. During my high school years, I was lucky enough to be adopted by a minister and his wife, actually in my district. Grace Presbyterian Church is now Hope United. They helped me get through college, high school, and then college. During college, I worked the whole time. I worked since I was 16. During college, I sold cars, I sold Cutco knives, I bought and sold stocks on my own. And I just try to learn from everybody around me, really. I started a club called Young Investors Club, and I've had about 100 members there. So this is not the first time I've ever spoken in front of people. I'm still very nervous. But, I learned a lot from that. I actually got an internship through convincing local investors and stockbrokers. Actually, Scott Peeman, that Mr. Eagle knows as well. Yeah, I convinced him I work for you for free, and then I ended up working my way up after about 3 months to office manager. And once I graduated, Frank and Ann Eichinger, who were the ministers, they gave me $12,000 and to buy a car to get back and forth to work. I started a business with it. I put all my money in scooters at the time because gas prices were high, and I was able to start a business in the most economically depressed time in our lives, really, for the most part. And I believe I was one of the youngest in Florida to have a franchise vehicle license. I grew that business. We started buying cars and motorcycles and machines, whatever we could get our hands on, really. And we did this by being very frugal with our money, because it was our money to lose. And I want to bring that same idea to the state, that I can handle a budget because I have my own money. So they had changed the law, and Mr. Alcantara voted on it, about motorcycle licensing became a law where you had to take a class. I started one of those classes. The squeaky wheel gets degrees. I kept calling and calling and calling until they let me start one. Now I have 30% of the market here in Lee County. I'm out there every weekend teaching motorcycle licensing. Again, they had another program, so I've been working with the state for a while, for 4 or 5 years now. They started another program for the Department of Motor Vehicles called ETR, which you issue tip tags to dealers, so you issue those plates on vehicles. I have a program that issues those, so there's a chance maybe that it's from my company. I'm a numbers guy. I know what it takes to take a dime and turn it to a dollar. I had to do it myself. I know what it's like to eat power bars and sleep in your office because you're working so much. And you don't have any money to do anything else because you want to see your business make it. I can take that to the state for you guys and ladies. And I want to, and I believe that my experience as a small business and working with a small budget and doing the best with it, I can do that for my community as well. And I appreciate your time here. If you have any questions for me, anybody?
Any questions for Chauncey?
How old is Chauncey?
I'm the same age Marco Rubio was when he was elected. Anybody else?
What race are you in again? I'm sorry.
State Representative District 76, that's Estero, Bonita, San Carlos Island Park, pretty much south of Gladiolas, Iona, Fort Myers Beach, Sanibel, Captiva Island, Pine Island, Malachey, Rio Grande.
Yep.
I'm ready for some questions.
But I'll ask you. You seem to have done very well on your own. You've got a lot of initiative, a lot of drive. Why become a politician?
You know, I'm tired of complaining about the politicians that make my life harder in a small business, and I think I'll do the best job. I really do. And I want to have my children that I have here in Lee County have the best opportunities, and I believe that I can go to the state and represent us and make our voice heard the loudest in the legislature, and really make Lee County known to everybody. And I will be the loudest voice at the legislature, I guarantee you that. Yes, ma'am.
What are your main goals?
Well, I want to streamline government, first of all, just like Mr. Abacon's been doing for the last 4 years up there. One of the things is that we shouldn't have to fight government for business. It should be, and this is the case, it should not be easier to get on unemployment than start a business, and it is right now. And that is a huge problem.
Absolutely.
And people have unemployment for 2 years. We got too many jobs out there. Thank you guys.
Thank you, Chauncey. Good luck to all our candidates. Now that concludes